ABC17 News at 6:30. If you live in an apartment, do you have a safety plan in the event of severe weather?
And with all the new apartment complexes showing up around Columbia, it's becoming more important than ever. ABC17 Sarah Massler-Donar talked with emergency management officials about the current complexes. And Sarah, you found out Columbia does not require a severe weather plan for apartments.
That's right, Joey. And city planner Pat Zenner tells me that since they don't require any kind of storm shelter or a plan, then apartment complexes are the ones who are going to designate what that plan is and what it'll look like. According to ABC17 Storm Track meteorologists, the severe weather season in mid-Missouri ramps up starting in March. Cold and warm temperature swings become more turbulent, and by April, mid-Missouri is at a higher risk for tornadoes and severe storms.
Yeah, they always say in the middle room without any windows, a bathroom is always a pretty good, pretty safe spot, or a closet on the interior walls. We want to stay away from windows, want to stay in interior rooms.
For residents who live in apartment complexes, those precautions could be the same or much different.
To say that this is exactly what you need to do, that may not work for every complex. I'd rather that they would talk to their landlords and find that safe spot for them.
Tenants I spoke with today said they weren't sure what their apartment complex's plans are, so I reached out to some of the Columbia complexes. Most told me they do have a severe weather plan in place. Several use their interior hallways for safety. Others wouldn't elaborate. Officials say you'll need to have a safety plan in place, whether it's the management or your own. And fire officials say that if you're on one of the upper floors of the apartment complex, whether it's the second floor or the 8th floor, you're going to need to make your way downstairs. Now, the City of Columbia doesn't require apartment complexes to have a safe storm room. So when you go downstairs, if there isn't a storm room, you need to find a first floor room to go into, or maybe even the laundry room or the clubhouse. It's recommended that you get that information from your landlord before the storm hits.
And plan that out so that when it does happen at 2 in the morning and the lights are off and you're scrambling with a flashlight, that it comes to you very naturally to find that safe spot, whether it be inside your apartment or inside your home, or if there's a designated area where you're going to go in like an apartment complex or something like that.
One of the apartment complexes I reached out to was University Place Apartments right behind me here. The manager told me that they do let the residents know when they move in what the emergency severe weather plan is going to be, and they also use their interior hallways for safety. So, like I said, it's a different plan for most of these apartment complexes. Reporting live here in Columbia, Sarah Massler-Donar, ABC17 News.
Important to know that stuff, Sarah. Thank you. Emergency experts say you should always be aware of when the storm is coming so you can prepare with flashlights and a weather radio to keep you informed.